Welcome once again to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Awino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, there is something that is going on here that I would like to talk about. A lot of people have talked about it, by the way, and I also felt like, no, let me talk about it, but now in my own point of view, because I've really thought about it. I didn't want to talk about this because I've seen a lot of people talking about it, giving their own opinions, but I also decided, no, let me just give my own opinion, because from the look of things, it is not standing well. Now, yesterday, both the majority and the minority leader, that is Junet Mohammed, together with Ichungwa, was supposed to go and meet Jeff, that is the JK Live on Citizen TV yesterday night at 9 p.m. But they failed. Now, their failure, Jeff said that they called just minutes before 9, saying that they've been summoned to go to State House. Listen to Jeff, and then I come back so that we can talk about the reason, we can discuss this issue of them being called to go to State House. Listen to him.
And you know, if it's Wednesday, it's all about those three letters on the keyboard that follow each other. JKL. Thanks so much for joining us on this Wednesday. In fact, here's the story. You'll enjoy this. We had invited the majority leader of Parliament, Ichungwa, and Minority Leader, Junet Mohammed, to come on the show to talk about what the High Court ruled and what the Speaker overruled. They both agreed they were coming to the show. But guess what? They called us about half an hour ago and said they had been summoned to State House. Do the math. They're not coming.
Now, let me ask this question. Of course, we know very well that once you are a party member, or you are a member of a party, and then the party leader calls you, you have to go. That means that if at all maybe the message or the phone call was true, was true, then Ichungwa can be excused. That is, if it was true. Then Ichungwa can't be excused because his party leader called him. So he must respond. We've seen these things severally happening. Even the time that there was a message that was given that people should not attend meetings or should not attend interviews with the Edwin Sifuna because he can embarrass you. A lot of people are not attending the interviews. Now, Ichungwa telling us that he was called by William Ruto, that is okay. We can excuse him and say that, okay, William Ruto called him to go to State House, that's fine. But now, let us now talk about Junet Mohammed. I want us to look at this thing this way. Junet Mohammed is a member of ODM party, which means that as it stands right now, when we look at the court order and the court ruling, it means that Junet Mohammed is the majority leader in parliament. Now, this is the best time, this was the best opportunity that people really wanted to know what is going on in the county. Why is it that Moses Masika Wetangula Paparoma is refusing to obey court's order and rolling the ball back to the Kenya Kwanza government, saying that they are still the majority leader? So people were waiting. In fact, if there is an interview that people were expecting to watch very, very well, was this one of Junet Mohammed and Ichungwa. Then Junet Mohammed is also failing, telling us that he was also called to go to State House. Now, why is it that Junet Mohammed is failing to come for the interview and then saying that he has been called to the State House? Who is William Ruto to Junet Mohammed? The first question, who is William Ruto to Junet? Because William Ruto is not the party leader of Junet Mohammed. William Ruto is the president. There is nowhere that Junet Mohammed and William Samoei Ruto are meeting. Okay, talking about the broad-based government, if at all maybe we're looking at it as the broad-based government issue, is that an issue that is supposed to prevent Junet Mohammed from going for an interview? No. This one shows how these things are working. Like, everybody is under someone. Now, if at all now the phone call was true, why was William Ruto calling these people after they had agreed to go for an interview? Like, for instance, I normally do interviews here. You can't tell me that maybe the way I'm planning to interview Muchomba, you can't tell me that Wamunyoro will call Wamuchomba and tell Wamunyora not to attend an interview that I'm going to do for her, yet we have planned. For those who don't understand, when you plan an interview with someone, it normally takes time, because you also have to put it in your calendar that this particular day, this particular time, I'm going to have an interview with this person. So if that person fails to show up, or maybe he changes his mind just hours or minutes before the interview, it interrupts with all your plans. You see, so this one was like, I don't know how to put it, but I was asking that why is it that William Ruto will call these people and tell them not to go to State House, not to go for an interview? Number one, we have to understand that there is something that William Ruto is trying to protect here. William Ruto right now is trying to protect himself from any shame. Of course, we know very well that if at all these people went on TV live for an interview, there could be a lot of mess. The mess, what do I mean by talking about saying the mess? The court gave an order, and then Wetangula is coming to go against the order, saying that he's the only person who's supposed to make decisions in parliament, that the speaker is the person who's supposed to tell us the majority and the minority, and therefore he still declared that the majority are the Kenya Kwanza. Now, suppose the question was posed to, suppose Jeff Komenda could pose a question to maybe Kimani Ichungwa or Junet Mohammed, that what is their take concerning this issue of Wetangula saying that he cannot follow court order? What do you think would have been an answer? So William Ruto is trying to protect himself. Furthermore, he knows very well that there is nothing that at this point is losing it. William Ruto have lost it. So that is why he must try by all ways and means to prevent anything that is going to expose him. Remember, yesterday Junet Mohammed said that it is going to be messy. And of course, I know that that was one of the questions that could have been asked. That what did you mean by saying that it is from now henceforth it's going to be messy? Remember also the Azimio la Umoja withdrew from all the parliament committees. I see all the committees in parliament, they withdrew from. So it means that the broad-based government is no longer there. Are you seeing? So these are the things that maybe this guy was trying to protect. That okay, we formed a broad-based government, but Junet Mohammed have said that they withdrawn from the committee. So what is it that is going to be an impact if these people go there and these are the questions that are going to be asked? If they're asked, what are the answers they're going to do? What are the answers they're going to give? Another thing is that maybe, if at all, maybe they just cooked the phone call, then it means that they feared coming publicly to tell Kenyans what is really going on. Because according to me, one thing I know is that there is something going on that we might not be knowing it. We might not know it now, but as time goes by, we'll come to it. After all, guys, that is just my thought, and that is all I have for today. Let me also know what you think in the comment section. But just a reminder, if you are meeting for the first time, don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, drop me a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Ovino. Bye-bye.